Hey Angel, what's up? How's it going?
All good. What's up?
Thanks for doing 63 questions for the 63rd season with Minnesota Opera. Can you tell us who you are and what you do here?
So my name is Ángel Vargas, and I'm a first-year resident artist here at Minnesota Opera.
Can you tell us a little bit more about Minnesota Opera's Resident Artist Program?
This program is great because it's a gap between a master's and the real world being a main artist. The best thing about this program is that we get to sing in almost every show they have.
What's your favorite memory with Minnesota Opera so far?
For now, it has to be Romeo and Juliet. I did 2 fight scenes, one with Charles Eaton and one with Evan Leroy Johnson. They were like 3 minutes in total of like pure action, moving around, running, jumping, so good.
I heard you're a returning artist for Minnesota Opera's 25-26 season. How excited are you from a scale of 1 to 10?
10, of course.
Who are the other 25-26 resident artists? Can we know?
Got 5 returning artists and 1 new soprano coming, so check them out at mnopera.org.
In what productions will we see you in the new season?
So I'm going to be in all 4. Così fan tutte, My Name is Florence, covering in Edgar, and in Pagliacci.
Awesome. And what production are you most excited about?
I'm torn between Così fan tutte and Pagliacci, but leaning towards Pagliacci.
What does it mean for you to be a part of Minnesota Opera's 63rd season?
I'm so excited. That means, returning artists, they liked you. You did a good job, so you get rehired. I'm just grateful to be at a great company that makes beautiful art.
All right, should we go inside?
Yes.
Can I ask you a few questions about Così fan tutte?
Definitely.
So you're part of the cast, actually. What is your role in that one?
Tenor, lover, Ferrando.
And how are you preparing for the role?
So right now, I'm still in the early stages. So I have looked at some of the arias and I have printed out the libretto from Dal Ponte and reading it and just listening to it a bit, but haven't really gone in yet.
What can audiences expect from this Mozart comedy?
I'm super excited for the audience because it's a very young production and we're all like good friends. So I feel there's gonna be great chemistry on stage, very witty, very like full of action.
And Così fan tutte has a unique twist where the audience votes at the end. Have you done something like this before?
I have not, but that sounds cool.
And you're also in My Name is Florence, the world premiere about Florence Price. What's your role in this one?
I'm Professor Chadwick, one of Florence's mentors when she was at New England Conservatory.
And what excites you most about this new work?
I'm super excited because as everything in this world evolves, so does music. So hearing this classical take with new ideas from living composers.
Have you ever been a part of a world premiere before?
I have. Back in 2018 at Opera Theater St. Louis, an opera called An American Soldier by Juan Ruo.
What are the differences between performing music by a living composer versus composers like Puccini, Verdi, Rossini, etc.?
Living composers give you direct feedback. Also, I think we have more creative freedom as an artist in new works.
Florence Price's story is so powerful. What's one thing about her that really resonates with you?
As a Latino, I feel inspired by how she went through adversity and being true to her art.
Even though we won't see you in it, Edgar in Concert is a rare presentation of Puccini's early work. What do you think makes this production so special?
Concert version. So the audience is going to be able to see the dynamic between the maestro, the orchestra, all the singers.
This concert presentation of Edgar will be a rare experience for many. What do you think audiences will find most surprising about it?
I think it's going to be great to hear Puccini's second opera, a youthful Puccini with like new ideas and very young to composing great works.
And Pagliacci comes up at the end of the season. What is your role in this production?
So I'm going to be singing Beppe.
Without giving too much away, how would you describe the plot of this opera?
So Canio, he's the leader of this like touring circus company. His wife Nedda, he thinks everybody is hitting on her. They are. He's very possessive. He goes kind of cuckoo at the end.
How do you think Pagliacci stands out from the other operas in the season?
So Pagliacci is verismo, which means true. And I think as any other verismo opera, it might be easier for the audience to relate to these stories, like themes like jealousy, love, very passionate, no?
Are you prepared for such different roles across the season?
Crying? No, really, write everything down, plan ahead, and just tackle one by one in order till the show comes.
What do you think makes Minnesota Opera's 25-26 season so special?
I think we have great classics, but also pieces, world premieres, and pieces that are rarely done.
If you could sum up the theme of the 25-26 season in a few words, what would it be?
It's about characters feeling real emotions, and even though what happens in life, staying true to themselves.
What's something you hope audiences will take away from the new season as a whole?
I want them to feel that opera is still relevant because of these real emotions that, we still relate to them.
Which of the incoming artists for the new season are you most excited to see?
It's always great when you get to see friends coming back to the productions. So Tommy Glass in Edgar and also Amanda Batista in Pagliacci.
And what's the vibe like working with such talented group of artists in these productions?
Minnesota Opera is really good at making like this family environment, and everyone is very respectful, very loving, and we just, till now, I've had the experience of clicking very well, so a lot of fun.
Can you tell us, in this current season, you've worked in a lot of productions with Minnesota Opera. How did this season's variety of work push you as an artist?
I learned to sing different styles of opera, different types of opera, with a lot of movement. So I definitely grew, I feel the athlete and the opera singer in me got a lot better.
And what has the season taught you about the connection between opera and storytelling?
Honestly, it made me realize storytelling still has to be one of the top priorities in this beautiful art, because that's the way you connect to the audience.
And what makes Minnesota Opera stand out compared to other companies?
So Minnesota Opera is actually one of the leading companies in the world, basically, promoting new works.
What surprised you about working here?
I think here at Minnesota Opera, the attention to detail is very important.
What were your expectations when you arrived?
Honestly, I was a little bit worried because I had never been in a contract where I was doing 4 or 5 different shows in the same season, studying different characters.
Are there any operas you'd like to see Minnesota Opera produce in the future?
Werther.
What's your favorite part of being a resident artist at Minnesota Opera?
Being in every show.
How do you prepare before stepping on stage for a big performance?
Healthy warm-up, good meal, and just review my lines.
And what's one word to describe the feeling of being on stage?
Electric.
And what is your dream operatic role?
Werther.
And what's the most challenging aria you've ever sung?
Oh, that's hard. Maybe Ella mi fu rapita from Rigoletto, the Duke's second act aria.
And do you have a favorite costume you've worn for a show?
Shout out Karina, right here at Minnesota Opera. For my role in Tybalt in Romeo and Juliet, she made me this beautiful top piece that gave me a waist. I was like, I see you.
And favorite way to celebrate after a successful show?
A little cold one, good food, hang out with friends.
What's the most unique piece of opera advice you've ever received?
Back in 2022, I was a semifinalist at the La Font competition at the Met. And one of my mentors, one of Puerto Rico's greatest singers, Justino Diaz, called me up that morning and he went, Ángel, once you're on that stage, you're gonna breathe the same air all the greats have taken in. And that just put it into perspective. It's a super romantic sentiment, but it made me enjoy the moment much more.
And what aria would you recommend for someone who's just starting to explore opera?
You have to go to the basics. So you have to go to the 24 Italian songs and maybe Caro mio ben, Già il sole dal Gange, just those classics that we all had to go through.
What's your go-to warm-up?
Can I do it here? It basically is a 1-3-5-8, arpeggio type of thing. No, 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 no.
You could sing it with any singer, past or present, who would it be?
Bad Bunny. Así que Benito, si necesitas un cantante de ópera, call me up.
What's your favorite music genre outside of opera?
People in Puerto Rico, the ones in the classical music might not be for this, but reggaeton.
Current favorite song?
Right now, I'm on this Bad Bunny wave, so Debí tirar más fotos from his last album.
And your favorite composer?
I'm between Puccini and Verdi, but Verdi.
Who would you say is your idol?
My idols are definitely my parents. My mom and my dad, they worked so hard for me and my brother to just have every opportunity we could have. And I remember when I told them that I wanted to go into classical music, they not even once said nothing against it. And they've always been in my corner rooting on for me.
What's your favorite thing about living in Minnesota?
All the sports team. There's so many good teams.
Minneapolis or St. Paul?
Minneapolis.
Favorite food spot in Minnesota?
Shout out to John, another restaurant artist. He put us on to this place in Whittier called Little Tijuana's. One of the best like double bacon smash burgers. So good with like waffle fries, French onion dip.
Winter in Minnesota, love it or leave it?
Leave it.
Favorite Minnesota sports team?
Minnesota Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards.
If you could describe Minnesota in one word, what would it be?
Oop, oop, whatever you guys say.
And we're almost done here. How are you feeling right now?
Extremely motivated.
And what can audiences expect from your performances in the new upcoming season?
Just a lot of passion, a lot of fun, a lot of energy.
And do you have any personal goals for the upcoming 25-26 season?
You know, so this might be the last like season as a young artist for me. So I'm gonna be stepping into that real world, and I'm just excited to see how Ángel as an artist, like how can I grow and how can I just keep putting my best foot forward and seeing where this career takes me.
For the people watching, how can they learn more about Minnesota Opera's 2025-26 season?
mnopera.org, also Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Hey, I have to go because that warm up, I think I need to warm up a little bit more. So
To the practice room.
thank you
Great.
so much.
Thanks, Ángel.
Peace out.